Okay, which Disney princess is most annoying?
Ooh, that's tough.
Snow White.
How? Snow White didn't do nothing to nobody.
Yeah, but she stay with gang though.
That's not annoying. Ariel. Ariel's the most annoying.
Yeah.
Ungrateful.
All of them ungrateful.
Yeah, but not to Ariel's level. Like, she's actual royalty and hates it. She wants to leave, completely disobedient, and literally gave up everything for dick. That's pretty pathetic.
And legs.
She only wanted the legs for dick. All right, I can't think of a close second. Maybe Jasmine? I never liked Jasmine.
What? Why?
I just never liked Aladdin. I never liked the entirety of
What
Aladdin.
the fuck?
I like Genie. Like, I fucks with Genie, but all
What
of
the
Aladdin is
fuck?
not a good movie.
Oh, that's crazy. That's crazy. Okay.
Does Kiara count? Or not Kiara. Nala. Does Nala count?
They said princess.
Well, damn. What Nala do?
It's just annoying as fuck.
She said
annoying.
It's most annoying.
This is the most annoying for the simple fact that my boy Simba went through straight trauma and she came back, hunted him down, and was just like, yeah, fuck all your trauma. You need to get back here and deal with that shit. Like, not even, are you okay? How you feeling?
You want trauma? Scar is back home fucking your mom. You want trauma? Come handle this shit.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Like, what the fuck?
You think Simba doesn't know everything's fucked that he left behind?
No,
He knew.
because he left it behind.
He left that shit behind because he was traumatized.
He was traumatized because his dad died and he thought it was his fault.
And because of Scar. Scar fucked him over multiple times.
He had no fucking clue what
He
was
didn't know
going on
the
back home.
severity of how fucked it was, but he knew it was fucked.
I don't think he had the fucking wherewithal to think of what a kingdom without a king is. He didn't even know how the fuck to be king. So no, he did not come that.
They had a king. Y'all just didn't like what you got as a king.
Scar was not supposed to be king.
He wasn't supposed to be, but he was. But he was.
Like, what?
We got Joe, so I understand exactly how this works out. Just because we got a shit president don't mean we ain't got one. So Nala, Ariel.
No, I'm not riding with Nala. What the fuck do you? I'm not.
You
riding
named
with
Snow
Nala.
White, and you had no good reasoning behind that. So at least I got reasonings. You just said she was staying with gang.
I also ain't seen these movies and that. You definitely seen these shits more recently than me, except Aladdin. And you was trying to shoot at Jasmine.
Yeah, I just don't like all of Aladdin. All of Aladdin is pretty god awful.
I mean,
can I get a list?
Yeah, would it help if
Yeah, maybe run off a list.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on.
Because best Disney
I got
princess...
smoked for that original bitch that got rebooted.
Who? They all got rebooted, didn't they?
No, that first one that we made a whole fucking stink about. It was Snow White and then the other bitch.
And Aurora.
Yeah.
Because I think we came to the consensus that Aurora was better.
Yeah.
Right, because she had Maleficent.
Yeah.
Originally, yeah. Best Disney princess, I
That's
think, is
what
Mulan.
annoyed me.
Like, by far. I don't even think there's any comparison.
Tiana.
Get the fuck out of here. She's not even a princess.
If she pulls up a list, I guarantee you, Tiana
I'm saying
is on the fucking
an
list.
actual princess. Like, has a kingdom.
What's Mulan?
Yeah, she married wasn't that the emperor's daughter? Or the emperor's son? I'm sorry. I mean, she married the emperor's son, making her princess. Or was he just a general?
He was just a fucking general. That's what I'm talking about. The nigga was that. She was not royalty either.
I'm sorry then. I'm sorry. I'm fine. Then I can rescind Mulan. See,
Also,
I can admit when I'm wrong.
Jasmine ain't had to get married to be a princess.
Right, she was already a princess, right. That doesn't make her better.
Yeah, I need a list. I feel like it's a couple bitches that deserve smoke that I'm forgetting.
So, official princesses, because there's tiers to this.
Yeah. Right.
Official princesses is Snow White, Cinderella, Aurora, Ariel, Belle, Jasmine, Pocahontas.
Belle might be number one.
Yeah, Wait, for annoying or
no, for
best?
probably best princess period.
Beauty and the Beast lady?
Yeah. 100%.
I mean, she didn't do nothing.
She didn't do anything wrong.
Yeah.
She seen the big, strong, toxic male individual and immediately rejected Gustav.
Yeah.
Honestly,
She was a family person because she took care of her dad.
Yeah.
And saw the beauty within the beast.
Mm-hmm.
So Belle wins by default, I think.
Number 1.
I think she's number 1.
What did I leave off? Pocahontas, Jasmine, Pocahontas, Mulan, Tiana, Rapunzel, Merida.
Who?
Merida is that Irish one.
Oh, I thought she didn't count as a Disney princess.
She's a princess.
Because I thought she was Pixar.
She is Pixar, but Disney bought Pixar.
Okay.
So
all right.
Now she's in the crew.
That's the
Enchanted?
No.
Is that
it's Brave.
Brave.
Oh, I ain't watched that shit.
Yeah.
Why?
That's a good one. That's a good one. Moana and Raya. Raya's a new.
Raya shouldn't count.
Who the fuck is Raya?
That's the 3D. I can't remember the name of it.
It's.
But it didn't feel like Disney. It felt like an action movie.
I fucks with Moana.
Yeah.
I didn't. But I didn't watch all of it. I think I just didn't. I couldn't even get past The Rock.
I fucks with Moana, the character. Like,
right.
She reminds me of more mature Lilo. That might be racist.
Yeah, a little bit.
But
I think that's 100%. That's all.
But I fucked with her, like, character, her sense of purpose.
Right.
A princess with some fucking conviction. Right. I like it.
I won't knock Moana. I just didn't watch it because of The Rock. I couldn't. Once he showed up, I was really.
Don't worry. There'll be more rock smoke on us shortly.
I know.
Yeah. So Raya's from a movie called Raya and the Last Dragon.
Right.
And it's where
that looked like it was supposed to be good, but I just couldn't sit down and watch it.
It's where humans and dragons live together in harmony. However, there was a sinister monster that threatened the land.
Typical Disney shit.
Yeah. So they.
But the art style was very different. It was very different, very not Disney. So I was interested. I just never watched it.
I watched it. It's not bad.
I figured it wouldn't be.
I didn't give a fuck about Brave. I didn't give one single ancillary fuck.
Really?
If I would have cared, I would have went played Horizon Zero, whatever the fuck.
Yeah, let's not compare the two.
No,
one character's actually good.
The Horizon bitch.
No.
Alloy. Goddamn. That's
metal dumb
Absolutely
bitch who's
not.
in charge, who wants to be in charge of everything, but is also a fucking moron. Absolutely not. Yeah, no, we're not going to sit here and discuss Horizon being good. Between Horizon and The Last of Us are two of my PlayStations can go fuck themselves as video games. Both of those games suck. They're
Both
terrible.
of those have made so much money.
Yeah, making money and being good are two different things.
As we will discuss shortly.
So,
boy.
Again, I'm just saying, a lot of your arguments today, it seems like you're setting them up and then backfiring them immediately already. Today might be an interesting day.
Oh, it doesn't seem like I'm doing that. Oh, yeah. I have so much smoke.
Right.
I have so much smoke.
I guess we could just start the show because he has plenty to get off his chest, apparently. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages.
Oh, let's get ready to ruin long-term storytelling. Okay? Let's get ready to fuck up everything.
It sounds like me, FNBoB, has predicted the future. Sitting here with Henvincible, my side character.
Puffin copium.
I think again, because I think I'm predicting the future, somebody might be tier 2 all of a sudden.
2? Generous. 2 is generous at this point.
So, want to just go ahead and get right to it?
So,
did I predict the future?
Last night, Triple H decided to fuck everything up.
But did he, though?
So,
but did he, though?
Okay, did he?
Did he, though?
Did he?
Go ahead. Let everybody know what's on your mind.
Mr. Back-to-back. Okay, wrestling fans. This is wrestling. Let's preface that.
Yeah.
Ladies. Well, no, there's ladies wrestling fans, but if you're not, catch me in like 30.
I'll give you 10. I'm just kidding. Go for it.
Mr. Back-to-back Royal Rumble winner for the first time in 25 years.
Wait. Before we get too far, can I play the fiddle with the sad song?
Yeah.
Because I already know what this is. I thought this was something new, but this is all shit that I predicted. So let's go ahead and play the fiddle with the sad song.
Cut a promo last night on SmackDown. Mm-hmm. He went to SmackDown just to say that he was giving his title match to Dwayne. He is giving his WrestleMania main event.
Can they rip that nigga off the cover of the game now? I feel like they should do that by default.
You know, the story is in the fucking mud. Like the story, let's burn smoking on story pack is what we doing at this point. Like,
sorry, I'm having fun with this.
I would if I wasn't actually a little hurt. Mm-hmm. Like, okay, so for those that did not watch SmackDown, Roman came out, absolutely tore the fuck down the secondary title, which is the consolation title. Mm-hmm. Everyone fucking knows it.
Although I will give you this before you get too far. I do like Seth's promo that kind of...
Yeah.
It was a nice hype up. I liked it.
But nice try, nigga. That's not the story. And everybody knew it's not the story. And Cody knew it wasn't the story because after he pointed at the WrestleMania sign, he pointed at Roman. So, Roman came out, talked shit about Seth, talked shit about the title, said blah, blah, blah. Cody came out as Royal Rumble winner, said, I want your title. Your title is finishing the story. You are finishing the story, Roman. Taking everything from you is finishing the story. Mm-hmm. He says, I called a lot of people to about this decision. Mm-hmm. I called friends, I called family, I called legends. That's when I started getting scared. And one of those legends knows you. One of those people I asked knows you very well. Can you smell? And I said, oh, you bitch.
I wish I had a book so I could just go ahead and close the button.
Where's the death note? I don't even know. Write both of their names. Write Cody and Dwayne in there. Fucking, like, bro. Although the silver lining in this that I thought about in the shower this morning, Cody won the Rumble on Saturday. Mm-hmm. Seth cut his promo on Monday. Friday they did this shit.
Right.
In kayfabe, Cody called Dwayne for WrestleMania advice and got gaslit into giving his spot up. And that might be the greatest start to Black History Month ever. I'm not, that might be the greatest February 1st and 2nd ever.
That was a weird way to tell that story.
That's it. That's how he told it. He called the nigga for advice and then somehow at the end of the conversation, you should have a shot, Dwayne. Mm-hmm. And then they gave us they didn't even end the show at 9:00. They ended that bitch at 8:58, and it was just them two niggas staring at each other. This is the dream match. How we are getting there has now completely killed the match for me. I don't give a fuck. I'm a realist, so I really didn't give a fuck before. Like, this whole bloodline thing is padding stats. Mm-hmm. This WrestleMania match is padding stats.
Yeah.
They want to replace Hogan, yeah. Even though they still suck off Hogan, they want to replace Hogan's record. They just want to update records. That's why Cody went back to back, so they could update the record from Stone Cold.
Stone Cold had 3, by the way.
Back to back.
Right.
But they could have done it a better way. They could have done it a better way. Like,
see, you say this. You say all of this. But I might do it just for shits and giggles. I might rewind a tape on this conversation. Because did I not predict this, though? Did I not say that this would end up being...
doesn't make it dumb still.
Wrestling is stupid. I don't know if you remember how wrestling scenarios get set up. None of this should ever make sense.
It's supposed to. In the context of niggas are writers for real.
Yeah.
I am a writer for real.
They're not good ones.
You're supposed to succinctly land. You're supposed to land somewhere and it's supposed to make sense.
So like I said before.
The story is... I don't want to hear about this fucking story. I don't want that nigga on the cover no more. This makes... In kayfabe, he is a fucking dumb... he is a fucking retard. And I'm sorry.
Yeah.
He is a fucking... He got gaslit by a fucking Samoans on this nigga's kryptonite. He got gaslit. He got gaslit.
So like I was saying.
By the dude nigga on the board of directors. And no one. I think people might say they want it just for shits and giggles at this point. No one wants or believes that Dwayne is gonna win. No one wants or believes that Dwayne is gonna win. I know what your original shit was. No, take it. That only puts us back another year. The current his thing was Dwayne beats Roman, then Cody beats Rock. That the nigga being on the board of directors made that even dumber. But that's
you're mad because way back here in the cranium, I might be predicting the future.
I'm mad because this shit is dumb, and they're now. I've watched a whole podcast this morning about the shit about niggas just throwing shit at the wall. If it ends up, if they do the WrestleMania 30th shit and do the Daniel Bryan thing and just add him back to the match, that just makes him fucking stupid still, because the difference is Daniel didn't win that Rumble. You won the Rumble and gave your shot up.
Yeah. I'm not saying it's stupid.
I am.
I think we're all on the same premise that the setup was bad, but the outcome is still what I'm telling you would happen.
I don't want. Okay. Let me all right, so let me just frame it like this. One, Rock almost died fighting John.
Mm-hmm.
I'm supposed to expect this nigga go eat two. Shut up, bitch. I'm supposed to this nigga's gonna eat 2.5 spears and be okay still. On top of this nigga is now on the board of directors for the parent company.
Mm-hmm.
That nigga's either gonna take that. But let's go to the other side of this. Let's go to fun. Cody.
Mm-hmm.
Cody either goes after the prize that everyone has been saying is consolation prize. The title that he has several times said that he does not want.
Mm-hmm.
Or you have your biggest babyface lose back-to-back WrestleManias. Because now, according to reports, they are going Cody Seth.
Mm-hmm.
We've already gotten that match 3 times. On top of you niggas were at War Games together. All of this shit is ass, is what I'm saying.
So,
but now the silver lining and all, the real silver lining in all of this is the fact that they that Monday promo for Seth told me that them niggas could not get Okada. So March is finna be lit for me personally.
Right.
I'm getting Okada and Mercedes on the same goddamn show probably. It's gonna be lit for me. But God damn it, they just multiple times in life, I've gone over a metaphorical rule book.
Mm-hmm.
Rule number 2 is always guard your McNuggets. Rule number 1 is just don't tweak. And this be tweaking on a daily basis. Like,
all right. So here's Big Bob's dumb mindset of the day.
You'd probably think that this is the greatest timeline. This is the worst fucking timeline right now. Cody did not leave AEW for this shit.
Because here's my thought process on it all. We are, like I said, I've already mentally predicted 90% of this shit, I feel like. We both knew, at least if you were listening with your heart of hearts, Triple H was not letting Cody win a title anytime soon.
But that's what I know, and that's what niggas don't want to fucking admit.
Yeah.
Do you think petty ass Triple H is gonna let that fucking throne buster shit slide?
No.
That's not the Triple H I know.
No. So
that throne buster shit, he probably got that shit on his fucking wallpaper on his computer.
No.
That nigga busting the fucking throne with his sledgehammer.
So we know in kayfabe,
petty.
Triple H is probably the most petty human being on the planet. It's always been his thing. And I respect it. I honestly respect it because you know what it does? It keeps that cerebral assassin nature of his alive and well because you always know if you're paying the fuck attention, you know what he's going to do ahead of time.
In that case, that's not kayfabe.
That's him. But I appreciate it. I truly appreciate it. So one, I knew that this shit wasn't going to happen. Two, like you said, either A, they're going to break Hogan's record, which is the most likely thing, or B, they're going to let Rock win because, let's be real, whose ass do they kiss the most around WWE other than The Rock? It's always The Rock. It's always The Rock. And now him being way up, more ass kissing necessary. I called this a while ago. Remember when I said, because of that writer's strike, you seen that he was out of the limelight of Hollywood.
Nobody guessed the nigga joining the fucking TKO board of directors, though.
I told you good and a long time ago that the nigga was going to go the one place where he could be famous again. He was coming back, and he was going to do everything in his power to make a name for himself. He has to make a name for himself again. So being on the board of directors is a great start, but being board of directors plus champion is the weirdest shit. But this is also Rock level shit.
Into fucking existence.
I'm telling
don't speak that to the universe. We don't need this. Trading a part-timer for a part-timer is fucking dick. But although that also the part that I hate about all of this is that last night, all I did was validate Seth's promo. And validated the promo. That's the Hollywood title niggas politic to get to.
So no, we all know what's going on. Stop. I gotta go Darth Vader on you a little bit. Search your feelings. You know it to be true. Stop playing with yourself.
It's ass,
but it's the truth. It's the truth of what it is, man. So suck it up and understand that this is what it is. Everybody that's upset, listen to your boy Bob every once in a while. I'm not Negro Damas, but I be paying the fuck attention. So, here's what's probably going to happen. Either A, Roman wins only to continue to break Hogan's record. B, Rock wins. Rock wins for the simple fact it's Rock. That's the only two things that need to happen. So, more than likely, Rock wins.
No, I think that this is another pass the torch, but why?
It's not.
Why does Roman need another torch pass? He's beaten Cena twice. He's beaten Brock like 3 times. How many more torches the nigga need?
Nobody believes him. Nobody believes Roman? Nobody believes Roman. Multiple wrestling fans don't believe Roman as a high-level champion. If you put a list of GOATs, Roman ain't nowhere near top 10. Let's be realistic. Stop playing with yourself for 5 minutes.
What year?
Period.
No.
This nigga's not top 10.
2022, Roman was GOAT. That was when he was around. The tribal chief and bloodline shit was new.
Is not top 10. Period.
He has gotten voted top 10. Like
he is not top 10. Period.
Okay.
I like the nigga. I'm not saying he's the worst wrestler I've ever seen. The nigga's not top 10. Nobody believes in dominant champion forever Roman Reigns. It's just not believable. He's either not there, padded stats, bullshit wins, way too many goofy storylines that just don't always add up. Nigga, during Bloodline, more people were paying attention to Jimmy and Jay than they were fucking Roman. So let's be realistic here.
I mean, they're the one that showed up to work.
So let's, for a minute, stop playing with ourselves. Roman's not top 10. So there's only a few things that can make Roman top 10. He has to beat the best, or he has to get pushed by the best. And the only nigga around that can do so is Rock. Cena ain't Rock. I'm sorry.
No, he's not.
I'm learning to like Cena, but the nigga wasn't Rock. What pushed Cena over the edge was Rock. Rock had to come out and make fun of his Skittle shirts before the nigga finally went over the edge.
But my thing is, okay, he beats Rock, then there's really nothing left.
No, he's solidified. He can lose and leave because the nigga don't want to be there. So,
but there's still mad time between, when is WrestleMania? April?
I think so.
April and August? There's still mad time to be ass in between that.
Yes, it's going to be the same Roman shit that we've been used to. Padded time. They're just going to continue to pad the time. That's all that's going to happen. So let me finish. So either A, that's what happens so we can finally have Roman possibly be looked at as top 10, which I still don't think it'll work. So what's going to end up happening, here's my stupid thought. This is far-fetched as fuck, but I feel like this might work. This might work. Hear me out. Rock wins. We get a month or two of Rock showboating as chairman plus champion, which sounds terrible, but it'll sell the fuck out of some shirts. I hate to say it, it will sell.
It will.
So, chairman plus champ for a month or two. Then you got, I hope this doesn't happen because I like Seth a little bit, but I feel like Seth versus Cody wins that match finally. And walks away as champion.
Yeah.
I don't like this idea, but a purely unified champion, so there's no more, because now that they've degraded the shit out of that belt thoroughly, now they just fully go, there's only one champion now. It's this and nothing else. And then you have Cody versus Rock. Cody wins and unifies the belt. Nothing else can really put Cody over the edge now. Because now he's also not only unified as the only champion, there is no discount champion. He is the champion. He's beaten The Rock. He's beaten the Samoan of Samoans.
That only works for me. I'm not even going to lie.
Mm-hmm.
That's not even like...
It's not a bad idea.
It's not a terrible thing.
But...
Holy fuck, I don't want...
Here's the problem at the end of the day.
I don't want Rock winning, but that just...
Here's the problem that you still have to work around. There's still a guy called Triple H. So now here's the question. Will Trip be okay with unifying? Because you got to remember, now unifying the titles means Raw doesn't have a champion versus SmackDown having a champion.
I mean, at the moment, it would be SmackDown not having a champion.
No, he would just be
because Cody
fully unifying and... Let's say they go back.
I honestly feel like Cody would do both shows.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think Cody, being a worker, would do both shows. So I think that's what they would go back to. But that kind of then leads to Cody having to be the guy on both ends.
Yeah.
Which means Tripp will have to allow Cody to be the guy on both ends of the show. That's where you're gonna have an issue.
Why?
Because it's Triple H.
Oh. I was like, Cody could handle that.
Cody probably could. Again, is he going to be the
bully? Because Cody has also gotten rubs. All of this adversity shit.
Yeah.
Fucking Cena. Fucking Brock. Like, it's like he has gotten rubs too. It's just... If you... there's not another chance, I feel like, for that brand of babyface.
No. But again... And here's my last.
That's the closest to Cena we can get without the nigga actually enlisting.
Right.
Like, that nigga is America. Like,
so, but here's my last little thing. The reason why I don't believe, the last really big reason why I don't think this will happen is because, let's be realistic, Triple H don't like baby faces at all. And again, looking at history of greats, none of them, we even had that conversation, none of them are really baby faces.
Just Cena. I mean, well, yeah.
None, other than, honestly, it's only Cena that's been left alone, left to their own devices.
I mean, are we counting Hogan? Because
Hogan
that
was
WCW
heel.
shit was a completely different.
Yeah, but they ran it right back in WWE. So they ran most of that shit back in WWE.
Yeah.
So it is what it is. And then even if you don't bring Hollywood into it, him just being part of the clique, the superpowers, it was all heel-based shit. You know what I mean? So there's not really many great baby faces. Hogan, I'll give some slack because he was the most likable. But it was him, Cena, and that's it, really. And now you have Cody. It's not about the baby faces, you know what I mean? So to me, this is the last question. The only reason I like this idea is because maybe then there'll be a little, I'm looking for, and a lot of people complain about this, the championship don't mean shit anymore. I don't give a fuck who has it.
But I feel like now beating Roman is part of the story.
I don't think so anymore.
Because he even said it.
He said it.
He said part of the story is taking everything from you. Like another possible thing they were saying is, he could pull a Cena and just saying, I don't want to wait to WrestleMania. I want my shot at Elimination Chamber. Dope, but that shit is at 5 a.m., my nigga, and I don't really think I'm getting up to watch the fucking Elimination Chamber. I don't think, and you're still a dumbass for not choosing the WrestleMania.
Stage. Are we? Well, let's wrap a nice bow on this.
This shit dumb.
It is dumb, but there's potential in it. There is potential.
We have no choice but to let Tripp cook, but god damn, nigga, this is.
But here's the thing, and I guess this is what I'll leave everybody on, not part of the discussion. I'm kind of on the side of he really ain't fucked up yet. Every move that Tripp makes that we're just kind of like, that's different, I don't know if that's gonna work, it typically kind of works out. So,
I mean, to me, they keep fucking up Royal Rumble.
What do you mean?
Because the whole point of Royal Rumble is main event.
Yeah, but that
the women keep getting shafted, and that was the better Rumble this year.
Oh, definitely.
Io and Bayley are not main event. That ain't happening.
No.
If Becky and Rhea main event, that's a fucking slap in the face to the bitch that won the Royal Rumble.
Right.
And now, to me, both main events are predictable.
Right.
It's gonna be fucked up if Cody loses. It's gonna be fucked up if Roman loses. Not as bad because you have your that Rock. Oh God,
you hate it, but it's good though.
I don't want Rock. I don't want no Rock nowhere near the title. That's the thing.
I almost want to start pre-making shirts. Champ plus chairman is a great shirt.
He's not the chairman. But
you know, Rock would say some Rock is the poet of fucking wrestling. He would make some shit up like that. All I'm saying is let it be, man. Be mad if you want to, but let's be realistic.
It's not even mad. It's fucking.
This is what you watch wrestling for.
This is pain. I don't watch wrestling for pain.
For soap operas, and now you got one.
I don't watch this for my emotional damage. I watch it for theirs.
Sometimes suck it up, bitch.
Nigga, why did not this is just a fucking travesty. It's what niggas like me feared when he left AEW. You're gonna go over there, it's gonna look gravy, and then you're gonna get fucked. And that's what it appears.
Didn't we all call that though? You called it. What did you think was gonna happen? You said it yourself.
But then because the level and amount that they sucked him off gave niggas hope.
build him up to tear him down, my friend.
He damn near got more pyro than Roman.
The nigga's on I don't even think Roman's been on the cover of a fucking 2K.
He has.
Has he?
2020. The one that was ass.
I thought that was Cena.
No, that was 21. Wait, was there a 21? I don't even know. No,
because they skipped one. I think they skipped that one because of COVID.
Yeah, no. Cena was on this most recent one.
I thought he was on that one too.
No, I believe 2020 was...
No, that was 2018 he was on the cover. Yeah, okay.
2020 was Roman and Becky.
Oh, yeah, that was a garbage cover. Sorry.
That was a garbage game.
Yeah.
And I never forget it because their whole commercial was like a fucking award show and them like sucking off legends or some shit.
Yeah, I remember that one.
Yeah.
Enjoy these commercials, and now that he's calmed down, maybe we can actually get some funny going.
I thought that was hilarious.
No, it was hilarious.
For the wrong reasons.
For the wrong reasons. Welcome back to another episode of the Nonsense Podcast. I still happen to be FNBoB, and this still happens to be her Henny. His soul is just on fire. Man, I can't wait. I can't wait till that match. I can't wait till the conclusion of whatever happens.
Bro, that nigga hurt everything against Cena. If he wins, he just gonna fucking relinquish it. He gonna not show up either. It's gonna be you gonna ditch one nigga that don't show up for work for another nigga that don't show up for work.
But
at least Rock got a reason to not show up for work.
But the difference is Rock can talk. I enjoy the nigga will cut a promo every fucking show. Won't be.
You don't like Roman promos?
Hell no.
Damn, that's crazy.
Absolutely not. He was so much better when he just let Paul talk. When Paul just did all the talking, great. Roman running his mouth is pretty sad.
I like Roman.
He's getting better.
I like Roman's promos. I just fuck you, Siri. Damn. I like Roman's promos. I just don't like him tearing down the other world championship.
It's just none of what he does is believable. That's all it is. I don't believe him as the level that they're pushing him at. I don't believe. He doesn't seem like this outstanding champion. He doesn't even, and again, I said the same thing with even my bias of loving CM Punk. When he was like the longest running champ, I didn't believe that shit either. I was just like, it's cool. I'm glad that they gave him pretty much what he asked for. But in the tier list of fucking greats, it wasn't believable compared to all of the other ones. That's all I'm saying. Same thing with Daniel Bryan. I love Daniel Bryan. I loved him as a champion. I didn't believe in him either, though. Like, I believed in him.
Is that on them or is that on the booking?
It's a mix. I think the booking, like them showing up and showing out is great when they do show up and show out. The problem is it's what they have. There's no one to really like. The best way I can put it is
no follow-up.
There's no follow-up, right. There's no like, here's a guy, I know this is going to be a great match. And then I see it, and I'm like, I believed every moment of that match, watched it, enjoyed it, and
I know that it's going to continue.
Either continue, or even if he squashes the man, then I'm like, he beat him, and he beat him to the point where he couldn't come back to him.
Yes, the nigga's push is going to continue. But no, that's not a guarantee.
But the thing is I just don't believe Roman's. I mean, anytime Roman is pushed, I feel like it's a corporate decision when he's pushed. I don't believe it's his talent pushing him to the next level. I don't believe any of his matches are pushing him above and beyond. Nothing of what he's doing and what he is pushing him or the sport in general. Like, to me, a great wrestler, a great champion is pushing himself, pushing the show, and pushing wrestling further. He ain't doing none of that shit. He ain't cutting great promos. He ain't having great matches.
His acting. I mean, he was, but even his great matches weren't like his greatest matches were the greatest because of plot.
Mm-hmm.
Like, plot and acting is why this has gotten so fire, not necessarily in-ring ability.
Right.
Which is true, but it's kind of been true, fam.
But that's the thing, and that's why we're slowly not believing it anymore. A lot of people don't believe it because it's obvious now. The longer you're watching, the fact that you can keep coming back to they're only trying to break Hogan's record. Now I don't believe him anymore.
Now it don't matter.
It don't matter. But if the difference would have been if you watched him and believed in his skill and ability, then you're like, oh, he might break his record. I believe he could break Hogan's record.
It's easy to break a record when you just hold it.
You
and
just
don't
hold
show
it
up.
and don't show up.
Don't show
Or
up,
when you
man.
win, you don't really believe the win. Or it's consistent interference where you're just like, really, again? Every step of the way, if you're really paying attention, no one's satisfied with a Roman match anymore.
No, because it's formulaic.
So we're done. We're all done.
The only, like, I enjoyed the Fatal 4-Way. That's because Roman got fucking washed in that Fatal 4-Way. That's why it was enjoyable, because we don't see him get washed. That nigga ate like 6 finishers.
Exactly.
And when the fuck do you ever see that anymore?
But
that's why that shit was fire. And then the nigga just won. The nigga just won out of nowhere. Like one spear.
But again, right, if it was a build-up to him battling back, maybe. It's never him. It's just like, and this is the part where he wins.
Yeah.
Every time he wins and this is where he does win. Yeah. There's no great lead-ups. There's no great matches. There's no believability in his skill. Everyone's done with Roman. We're all done. Again, maybe not the casual. Maybe the hardcore fans still might like Roman. But I'm sorry, at the end of the day,
hardcore WWE fans.
The casuals are out. The casuals and the old school fans are all gone. We're all gone.
Casuals are fucking popping crazy for Dwayne being on WrestleMania, which is what they're doing. There is an opinion out there that WrestleMania is never for hardcore fans. The WrestleMania is only for casuals because it's WrestleMania.
True. I won't say only for casuals, because
not only, but mainly.
I would say
because
70%.
Niggas get to hop in WrestleMania and then hop back out.
Right. Because normally WrestleMania is the ending of what you would call the wrestling year. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you can get most of what happened.
It's like niggas that don't watch football all year, but then watch the
Super Bowl. Right.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's the best way to put it. But again,
it's a little sad still.
But I mean, it is what it is. So the thing is would make it better is if you had a story to tell. If you had a story to tell and believable people in the story, then maybe people would give a shit.
Do you know what actually would not even like piss me off, even though I know it would piss some people off? Because now I saw it at the Rumble with like one of my homies that's been like going hard for Cody. Mm-hmm. At the Rumble, he kind of saw how really much they suck off Cody now, which is they've been sucking him off for like months. Yeah. But this might be what the backlash from this and the backlash from why would a human make this decision? This could be what now turns them on Cody, like in AEW, and now you have fucked your biggest babyface that was a free throw.
I mean, again, I just don't think WWE was ever big on baby faces at the end of the day. It is what it is, man.
I mean, that's wild to think when I lived through the decade of Cena.
Yeah, and again,
but that nigga was also there was some heel shit going on with Cody with Cena. That whole I will never forgive that Nexus thing.
I thought it was a great idea, poorly executed.
Yes,
very poorly executed.
We've talked enough about wrestling.
No, it's fine. Might as well just wrap it up as a full wrestling episode. I'm fine with it. I'm fine with this. No, it's cool. Because I had another Bob thought in the mix.
By the way, RVD had a fucking banger match this week. Really, that was also discourse on Twitter about niggas just forgetting that Rob Van Dam is still good, or feeling like he shouldn't be good at 53. But I mean, why? 53 ain't old no more in wrestling.
No, but it's also. This is gonna sound just like I'm an asshole and I'm a hater, but who gives a shit? It's RVD.
Damn.
Honestly, it's just like a nigga could frog splash from the fucking heavens, and I wouldn't give a rat's ass, to be honest. I don't fuck with RVD. I never really fucked with RVD.
Is it the high thing being part of his character for some of it?
No. I just, outside of ECW, I stopped giving a shit because he went from, like, his level of extreme was artificial, I felt like.
I feel you. He had a hardcore match this Wednesday against Swerve, and it was hard.
Give a fuck.
Okay.
You know what I mean? It's just some people
but
in the world.
I feel like that's another thing that WWE kind of ruined.
What? Hardcore matches?
No. Oh. Your or a group of people's opinion on RVD.
No, I disliked RVD from ECW before it was an accusation.
I was like, they kind of fucked up. They fucked up ECW.
Yeah, I didn't like him there. I definitely didn't like him in WWE, but I tolerated him because I think he was put where he belonged. And that was mid-card. Low mid-card. I think he belonged there.
Except for 2008?
Yeah, like 2008 was like his great year, and I'm just like, yeah, anybody else, I don't really give a shit.
And I think he got fired for weed charge.
Yeah. TNA, I didn't give two shits about RVD.
I forgot.
He had a hell of a run. Like, just how much I couldn't stand him in TNA. I heard his theme song, and I turned the channel every fucking time. Because I knew he was finna run his mouth and give me a mediocre fucking match. I didn't give a fuck. I was just like, oh, cool. The whole effing show, click. I'll come back.
If we ever get a Patreon, one of the shit is just going to be like just experiencing TNA for the first time. Because it's a lot of shit that motherfuckers have got like vivid memory of. Like, there's some hardcore TNA fans.
No,
I'm just like.
It was great. TNA, like, for those who don't give a shit about TNA wrestling, here's why we like TNA wrestling. It was home of a lot of old school motherfuckers that like my generation grew up with. So they just all found the home there out of nowhere.
Tommy Dreamer in them.
Tommy Dreamer, Jeff Jarrett, Hogan being there, Bully Ray. I do too. But that's the thing. I think I always say the same thing about Jeff Jarrett. They make him perfect. He is the most hated motherfucker on the planet.
That's just him.
But that's the thing. He knows it. He knows it.
Oh, yeah.
100% knows it. And he just rolls with it. And I love it. Fucking Kurt Angle was there. Scott Steiner was there. Like, great motherfuckers that you just remember. And they were just all doing their own shit there. It was hardcore when hardcore was great. Tag teaming when they made tag teams good again. I've never seen a tag team as great as TNA.
As a TNA fan, I do have to ask you, how'd you feel about Willow?
I liked Willow. Okay. It was weird. But it was the right kind of weird, and it matched. You know what I mean? Yeah. I wish WWE could use Willow, because I think he showed up as Willow once. No? I feel like they did once. But
I don't know. I don't remember.
It's a great concept. He was in charge of Willow and TNA, and I think he needs help. I think he just needs help to push it right. Yeah. And TNA is low budget.
I would not be mad at Willow in AEW.
I feel
like they could take that to a completely different level.
They have to take it to a new level. That's all. Willow should be closer to what Bray Wyatt was after a while. And he was just really low budget. If they take it to either Bray Wyatt or just like honestly just Wyatt, because when he had like that Joker era shit.
The only thing I remember about Willow was that fucking laugh.
That laugh was gold though.
That laugh was it. And I don't know if he was a face, a heel. I don't know what the fuck was going on. He was just a weird
nigga. That's all. And that's why I liked him. He's just a weird nigga. The laugh was weird. The fact that he came out with an umbrella and he always seemed extra high. Like, that was his most sober time in TNA. Yeah. And he was the most high acting, and it was weird as fuck. But no, I love it.
I randomly got in a conversation about Shark Boy last night. Like, I need to watch.
Hold up. Because you don't know. You have no idea how much I fucking pop for Shark Boy. Shark Boy is my nigga. And that's the fishing line. Because my nigga Shark Boy needs to make the greatest of returns. I would pop for Shark Boy, Kevin Owens, and Stone Cold 3-Way. That shit would kill the fuck out of me. It's just stunner for stunner. It's crazy as hell. Shark Boy is the shit.
Oh my God.
I think that's what I'm saying. Like, TNA was just letting shit happen. It was all the shit that 90s Attitude Era WWE was doing. They were just like letting niggas fly. And TNA was like, fuck it, let's just do that too. and characters were created, ideas were created, and matches were phenomenal. Even if the match wasn't like match technically great, it was so much goofy shit that would just happen. Do you know how many times Bully Ray got kicked in the balls? Just throughout a month.
How many times Bully Ray in the middle of the 2010s, peak prime canceling niggas, will just put a bitch to a table? Yes. Like, just put a bitch to a table. Fuck it.
Mae Young getting put through the table is still one of my greatest moments of WWE history.
I think he put Dixie through a table last year.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did. And it was great.
It was great fucking table.
But no, Bully Ray he got hit with a ladder in the nuts, which was great. He had Abyss hit him. The only way I can describe it, because this is exactly what happened, he took a cheese grater to his balls, and it was the greatest moment of my life. It was so fucking funny. Because it took ridiculousness in a hardcore match, but it also, you felt it. You felt his pain. But the fact that he took the cheese grater to the balls and froze for almost a solid 30 seconds, the match came to a grinding halt. It was silence, and he was just sitting there, oh, my balls! And it was perfect. Perfect. This is the shit that some wrestling fans like me live for. Yeah. That shit is great. Bring that shit back. Again, ridiculous but believable. You know what I mean? And that's the same reason we were talking about, the fuck is the other show? AEW. They take ridiculousness up here, but I no longer can believe it. Okay. They've suspended belief to the point where I know it's up there and it's ridiculous. Whereas TNA brought the ridiculousness up, but you're like, it's still in the realm of reality. Would any wrestler ever take a cheese grater to a nigga's nuts? Absolutely not. But did they do it? Yes, and it was hilarious. It was entertainment. It was silly, but it was still wrestling at the end of the day. You know what I mean? Whereas a nigga putting tacks in his mouth and getting drop kicked, this is like, why would you do that? How is this safe? And then you've now suspended me out of the wrestling because now I'm worried about the nigga's health. And I don't want to I'm not worried about Bully Ray's nuts. At no point when he took he still had pants on. So I'm sure he didn't get his nuts actually graded. But the thought of it was just like, oh shit.
The thought that he thought that
the thought that he thought that I believe. Yeah. You see what I mean? That's the level I'm talking about. And I'm like, TNA was great for that shit. Shark Boy coming out of a coma and believing he was Stone Cold is the greatest. Because some people forget he was just Shark Boy before. Yeah. Then there was the coma era, and then there was him coming out the coma becoming Shark Boy Stone Cold. Great shit. Great shit. God damn it, that shit was great. The only thing bad that came out of TNA was Matt Morgan. Matt Morgan was abysmal. Abysmal.
A lot of people would say EC3 too.
Not as bad as Matt Morgan. Yeah, Not as bad as Matt Morgan. EC3 is terrible. Yeah. But damn it, Matt Morgan sucks.
So you mentioned AEW and caring about
a nigga's nuts.
I think it's health. Mick Foley has now said that he wants one more match. It's not a regular match, and he already said it's outside of WWE. Mm-hmm. He wants he wants one more death match.
You know why? I don't know if you've been keeping up, but the cosplay wrestling league, he had a match in recently. He was dressed as Santa, and he came out and he bust ass. Nick, again, another moment where I've never seen a crowd pop weirdly because we didn't know it was him. Yeah, and then he kind of just weirdly face revealed, and we're like, son of a bitch, is that Mick? Why is he here? Mind you, cosplay wrestling has gotten ridiculous. They had Austin St. John recently.
Oh, what the fuck?
He came out with the Power Rangers theme song.
Where do you? I feel like I subscribed to the channel you told me to, and I never seen the shit.
I'm sorry. You got it. You got to keep up.
Like, what?
Austin St. John came out there and was busting niggas. I mean, fucking all the high kicks you could have. I'm like, this nigga can still fight a little bit. It was weird.
The only thing that would have made me pop harder for that is if he would have if the cosplay he would have choose was an inmate.
That would have been hilarious.
If he would have came out in the orange but was whooping ass, I'd have fucking popped.
He did have a morpher though.
Okay.
He did have a morpher. He didn't transform, which would have been nuts.
No, I need the nigga in the prison orange.
But a prison orange would have been ridiculous.
How fucking roundhouse kicking niggas, it would have made me smile.
Like he just got out type
shit?
Yeah. That would have been great. No.
Like, what's my nigga from Tales of Symphonia? Regal? Still got the cuffs on? Yeah.
That would have been nice.
But yeah, no. So, no one else should have this final match other than Moxley. I don't believe anybody else deserves Mick's final death match other than Jon Moxley.
But here's the only reason why I don't want it to be. Because, again, Moxley has so far past suspended belief where I'd actually be concerned for Mick's health. I think he's gone so far.
Mick want that.
But he shouldn't.
I think Mick wants to get beat the fuck. I think a nigga want a fork in his forehead.
That's great.
I think he does.
Here's the problem. I don't want that for him. I don't want to be this nigga's last dance type shit. Like, let him have a nice match is what I'm saying. Let him have a safe control.
He wants
fuck
dumpster,
what he wants.
Fire.
That's great.
Garbage, wrestling, forks in a nigga forehead.
That's great.
Fucking thumbtacks, glass.
I believe. I know it. I understand. As a thorough Mick fan, I know what he wants. And just like I said about old boy from Die Hard, I need you to sit your ass down. Like sometimes. You
gotta save somebody from themselves.
We gotta save him from himself. And this might be the one. Because I love everything he's been doing recently. I've been listening to his podcast. I didn't even know he had like a long-running podcast like that. I'm enjoying his podcast. I'm enjoying him telling stories. I enjoy just seeing a nigga. There's kids that need Mick Foley in their lives.
He's not gonna die.
See, here's the problem with Mick Foley is this nigga don't know when's enough. Again, this nigga don't know when's enough so far that he's starting to try to Mick Foley the fucking Hell in a Cell match where he was like, yeah, it was all plain and safe. He's lying to himself to allow him to do some more stupid shit. I seen a nigga get put through a flaming table, and I was concerned then.
I was more so concerned for the nigga whose face was going into the flaming table.
Yeah, Edge is young, and no one gives a shit.
Edge is young? Mick Foley dresses like Chicago winter. That nigga was cool. He was A-okay going through that table. He had layers.
The nigga said he lost all of his arm hair. All of his arm hair.
Again. Face.
Hey, look.
Face and fire.
That's great. I don't really. If I have to choose, if I'm that nigga and I got a death note and I got to write Edge or Mick Foley, I'm writing Edge. I'll write Edge without hesitation. I'm sorry. I love Edge. I do love Edge. But if somebody said pick between Edge living and Foley living, oh, well, shit. You didn't have to say much more than Edge. I'm Foley. I know we've been asking for a lot of guests on this show. I would like, before he decides to go in that match, just let me plead with the man for 5 minutes. That's all I'm saying. I love him.
It's the fucking gall that you feel like you could change Mick Foley's mind.
Just give me 5 minutes to try. Let me know, Mr. Talk No Juice, who his ass for 5 minutes. That's all I'm saying. I would like to save him from himself. That's all I'm saying. Niggas call me the most cold-hearted nigga on the planet, but there's a few motherfuckers I care about, and Foley's one of them. Where I'm like, I don't need that. I would like Foley to live out his life. Yeah. Be Santa Claus, show up, pop for crowds every once in a while, do book signing, shit like that. I understand when you ride life like a bitch, like it's your bitch for most of your life. The way Mick Foley is done, normality is weird for him. I get that. This normal life of his is starting to become really mediocre. But Foley, being alive is much better than being decrepit. And
Moxley is a safe worker, and Moxley is not going to murder anyone.
I'm not saying Moxley would accidentally fuck him over. But what I'm saying is Mick Foley
Foley would want is death.
Mick Foley would push Moxley to pop Moxley over where he is and say, look, give me one last great match. No different than every other match Foley has been in. He has pushed everybody he's with well past their comfort zone.
That's the only thing. I don't know if... See, the reason why I say Mox is because that was originally going to be a WrestleMania match. NXT Ambrose and Mox and Mick Foley was going to be a match over... Oh, you disgust me with, how you popularize death matches, right? Even though Jon Moxley came from death matches,
right?
But I'm If I would like to see that go full circle.
I would. As a fan of wrestling, no problem. As a fan of Foley, I have to say no. As a fan of the man himself.
But you can have a death match and not go balls to the wall, although
but
that's
Foley
not a Moxley
would
match.
not. Foley would not, and Moxley, it wouldn't work for Moxley. It wouldn't. What would be the point for Moxley not to go to the edge? He has to dance on death's edge. That's just Moxley right now. And Foley would push him to jump off the fucking edge. Foley's like, I see what you do. I appreciate what you do. What you do is great.
I hear you. I want to see it. I hear you, but I want to see it.
Here's the difference.
Maybe I'm a sick fuck.
Maybe I'm a sick fuck. It's simple. You're a fan of wrestling. You're a fan of everything it could be.
No,
I'm a fan
Foley.
of fucking Foley. I've been here since day one, goddammit.
I would never want nothing bad to happen to Foley.
Well, then you would tell Foley to sit his ass down.
I can't tell him to do
I would tell him to sit his ass down. If you're a true fan of Foley, tell him to sit
If he's not listening to Noel, you think he's going to listen to us?
His fans matter more to him than anything.
His daughter? That's crazy. That's crazy.
I don't want to believe it, but let's be realistic. It is Foley, and Foley would be the sick son of a bitch and be like, look, I got to do this for me. That's the kind of shit he would say.
I can hear it. I can hear him saying it.
But
I think that's what he said.
The fans that he loves and he's doing this for, I'm telling you, one of your fans is telling you, look, man, you ain't got to do it for me. You've done more than enough for me. Unlike a lot of people, hold Foley is like top 3 wrestlers of all time. Of all time. Foley is up there. Foley isn't God, but he's pretty goddamn good. And he ain't got to do shit else for me. The aura of Foley is more than enough for me now. Foley just like being he ain't got to do it for shit.
He got to do it for him.
What he got to do is live.
I would love it. He's going to live after.
I need him to not take. You literally just sat here and said that fucking Rock almost died in the match. You think Foley pushing himself to that end?
I think that Mick Foley is made of tougher stuff than Dwayne? Yes.
Yes, definitely. But here's the difference. He's going in a match with Roman, who I don't believe would be capable of hurting him any damn way. Against Moxley and Foley. There's 2 different hours of things we're talking about right now. I love Foley enough. Foley, for the love of God.
Because I know Rock and Roman has a high probability of being ass.
Yes.
Mox and Foley is gonna fucking come, nigga.
Yes.
That shit is gonna be. That might be like, I don't know what's the greatest death match. I'm not that type of aficionado, but that might be fucking up there.
I believe it. No, I'm not saying it wouldn't be. But for my sake and Foley's alone, that's all I'm asking. I'm just saying Foley
That nigga lost the ear in WWE.
And like, again, that's why I said he don't need to do shit else. He had a fucking tooth up his nose. Nigga, I don't need you to do shit. Don't do anything else. You're good.
Wait, I just want to say,
you're good.
I'm not asking for this.
I know.
But if this is what he wants, I am going to fucking watch it.
That's the difference.
I'm going to watch it.
That's what I'm saying. That's the line that I'm talking about. There's a difference in saying
they could do that in his backyard and I watch it.
But you wouldn't be, you're not fan enough to tell the nigga no is what I'm saying. Right. I'm fan enough to tell the nigga no, you need to stop. That's all I'm saying. Do me that. What would make me pop more?
I would watch this at a Walmart. There's no place that I would not watch this match at.
Again, for wrestling and match sake, I'm not saying it wouldn't be the greatest match of all time.
I understand.
I love Foley enough to tell the nigga stop. That's all I'm saying.
I thought he was done already. I didn't know about the fucking cosplay thing.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. But again,
I saw this on Twitter though. He said one last death match.
Thank you.
He specifically said not in WWE because they don't do death matches.
Right.
So it's the possibility. I wouldn't even if he was picked somebody and was the nigga's manager in the death match against Moxley. I would want to see that.
That I'm fine with.
That would be hard.
That's
because
cool.
Then he'd get some spots, and then it still be someone else's match.
That's great. If he wants to do that,
no,
I'll let that slide. But that's the problem. You see, do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I feel you. Ain't okay with that.
Look, and I understand. I don't think he does.
And that's what I'm saying. I need 5 minutes with Foley. That's all I'm saying. Can we make an episode 5 minutes with Foley? I'll cut this out and just call it 5 minutes with Foley. Foley, for the love of God, stop.
I would love 5 minutes of Foley.
But you would egg him on, weirdly enough.
I don't know that. I don't know if
I know that.
I don't know if I would egg him on.
I know that.
I would say, Foley, Mick, Mr. Foley, you don't need to do this.
Exactly.
You don't need to do this.
Like, I'm the type of nigga that would kidnap this motherfucker before I allow him to do
But it's gonna piss
dumb.
me off if he choose somebody else. Like that's the other side of this.
Right.
If he don't choose Moxley, I'm gonna be upset because I don't want him to fight Nick Gage. He's actually going to die if he fights Nick Gage.
Possibly.
Thank God, New Jack. God bless the dead. Mick Foley versus New Jack. I probably would just not. I'd probably turn the TV off.
Yeah.
Like I wouldn't even want to see that.
That's just a snuff film
like,
at that point.
Moxley is perfect because Moxley will also let Mick have the glory stage.
Oh, of course.
He would. I feel like the reason why I would be so okay with it is I know Mox would take the brunt of the shit.
Oh, definitely. But the problem is, I'm not having a problem with Moxley. I think
I get it. No, I get it.
Foley
It's
that
Foley.
I'm concerned
It's
about.
Foley.
And I'm trying to stop the demon. The demon
saying,
is Foley.
I feel like Mox would be the one to pull it back.
No. Because here's the problem.
Because he's responsible. He's a maniac, but he is responsible.
He's responsible with what he has to deal with. He ain't met Foley yet. Undertaker was responsible. Was the most responsible. Anybody will tell you Undertaker's the most responsible human being in the locker room. And he threw that nigga off a cage, through a cage, on a bed of thumbtacks. And the nigga
probably said...
He told him twice during the match,
probably said,
just stay down.
He probably said, yo, throw me. Yo, throw me, bro.
That's what he said. That's what happened. He clearly said they were up there, and he was like, I don't even know what the fuck you're doing up here.
I don't want to do this.
And he said, throw me twice. And then he was like, I'm not throwing you, as they're fighting on top of the cage. And Mick was like, I'll jump off if you don't throw me. That's Mick. It's like he will throw himself off the stage to look good on his own and fuck it up for you. And being Undertaker was like, I gotta do it so it at least makes sense.
God bless Foley, man.
Yes. And bless him by stopping him. Can we start, Kelly, don't let me forget, let's start like a hashtag save Foley from himself. Just start tagging that exact tweet and just say save Foley from himself. Foley, all of my true Foley fans, let's save him from himself. That's all I'm asking. Let's stop him from doing what he could do to himself is all I'm saying.
There are some Foley fans that been waiting, that cannot wait to entice him to do this.
And that's the difference between a true Foley fan and a fucking fake ass Foley fan. I think true Foley fans have seen enough. We honor him, and we need the nigga to just sit down. Just chill.
He been sitting down. He don't want to chill.
And we're happy. We're all happy with him.
He ain't. I don't even remember what his last match was.
Fucking bad.
What was his last match in WWE?
I don't know.
It wasn't the Edge match.
No, because he had because he had a couple matches in TNA too. So I don't know what his last WWE is.
I would like to know. I would like to see it.
I just want to save the man from himself. If he's at C2E2 this year, I know I'm going. He is confirmed.
Oh my God! I don't know how much time we got left. We know we had an hour. C2E2 is gonna fucking bust this year.
Did they put out a list?
So many niggas.
Okay.
It's so many niggas going to C2E2.
Well, save it for after the show. It's fine. We don't need to pop you any further.
Yeah.
It's fine. Jesus Christ. Well, if Foley is there, confirmed, then I'm going to C2E2 just specifically to show him the tweet and tell him to sit the fuck down. As a true fan, I love you. I respect you. Stop. I'm going to give him the Jordan speech. Stop. Get some help. It's okay.
He said, I am the help.
So, no. At this point now, I feel like if he going to fight, he got to fight me first. Like, I'd fight the nigga first. Just to save from himself. Like, I will knock this nigga out cold to stop him.
That's crazy.
Either way, song of the day?
My song of the day is...
Surprised you picked Cody Rhodes' theme song.
You read my mind. It is actually Kingdom by Down Straight. Adrenaline in my soul. Something. Cody Rhodes. He protected neither his kingdom nor his freedom.
Whoa!
My father said that I was younger.
That's sad. That's fucking sad. Kelly, you got one?
I'm gonna say "Blind" by Korn, which was at one point Stone Cold's theme song.
It was. It was. And I forgot that he used that. Damn. Stone Cold was tweaking for a minute. Because then he also then switched over to Disturbed to play his other theme song, and that one was ass. No offense to Disturbed, but that was not a good version of their song. All right, I think I had one I saved somewhere.
Obscure wrestling fans, we 2 for 2.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. If that's the case, then I'll go. I don't remember the name of the song, but it was TNA Jeff's song.
I feel like he might have did
because he recorded himself. Yeah,
I was like
that was the reason.
I felt like that was the year he was in his bag for real.
But it was a great theme song, though.
Yeah.
Hold on, let me see if I can find it real quick because it's gonna bug me just for not knowing.
Honorable mention to Rebby Hardy playing the broken theme on the piano. That was hard.
Did you get it? I think it was Similar Creatures. Yeah.
That sounds familiar.
Or no, was it that one?
You got that?
I think it was called Another Me. I thought. God damn, fucking ads. Ads are just.
I thought you paid for YouTube Red.
No, because I changed my mind. Because fuck YouTube.
Oh.
Another Me was another song.
Okay, so Another Me was the one I was thinking of. Because that was Championship TNA Jeff when he changed the belt to look like one of his paintings, which I thought was fucking crazy.
And then he did Modest.
Modest was good too. Jeff was like killing it when he was making his own theme songs, which also, because I'm not mistaken, he's like one of the only wrestlers to actually make his own theme song. And I was of the age when I was a kid thinking that every wrestler was singing their own theme song.
I feel like I just learned a couple years ago that was Sean on Sexy Boy.
On the second version. Because a lot of people forget that was the first version where it was just women singing.
Yeah, that was like, did they auto-tune this shit?
No, that was...
Because I know the girl version.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, that was Sean? Okay.
No, the girl version was the original.
Yeah.
And then they were like, let's just let him sing over it, which made it sound really... It sounded janky.
Gruffer, yeah.
But it was more iconic, I felt like. Yeah, I think it was pretty much him. Cena. Rock was kind of in on one of his songs, but it was not good. And then, yeah, Jeff Hardy. Either way, that's been a show. I'll see you next time. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And
spay and neuter your pets. And
chop
watch on Spreaker.
Always. Only on Spreaker. Home of the podcast. Or iHeartRadio. I'll let iHeartRadio slide.
We on iHeart now, boy. We moving the fuck
been
on.
iHeart.
Oh, we might end up on the motherfucking award show fucking with iHeart. Hold on.
I thought you knew that. Yeah.
I ain't know that.
Spreaker is like part of iHeart. Like it's all one thing. So you can flip between the two.
Hey, that means y'all can write us in for them iHeart awards.
Yeah. Yeah. No, if you really want to, I'll take a trophy.
Hell yeah.
All right. Well, then on that note, we'll see you next time.
FNentertainment.com.
Shirts, whatnot. Yeah, whatever. You know the things.